Well, welcome to the Healthy Living Revolution Live. My name is Deanna Christofferson, and I want to thank you for joining us. The Healthy Living Revolution is a movement of people who are taking healthy back, and we're offering this series to bring some simple solutions and simple education. Our speaker for this episode is Dr. William Sears. Dr. William Sears has been advising busy parents on how to raise healthier families for over 40 years. He receives his medical training at Harvard Medical School's Children's Hospital in Boston and the Hospital for Sick Children in Toronto, the world's largest children's hospital, where he was Associate Ward Chief of the Newborn Intensive Care Unit before serving as the Chief Pediatrics at Toronto Western Hospital, a teaching hospital of the University of Toronto. He has served as a professor of pediatrics at the University of Toronto, the University of South Carolina, University of Southern California School of Medicine, and the University of California, Irvine. As a father of 8 children, he's coached Little League sports for 20 years, and together with his wife, Martha, has written over 40 books and countless articles on parenting, childcare, nutrition, and healthy aging. He serves as a consultant for TV magazines, radio, and other media. And his AskDrSears.com website is one of the most popular health and parenting sites. Dr. Sears and his contribution to family health were featured on the cover of Time magazine in May of 2012. He is noted for his science-made simple and fun approach to family health. So, Dr. Sears, you have done an enormous amount of study on the brain over the past several years. And I know you've gained tremendous insight and you're extremely passionate about it. You've also been working with some of the lead researchers in the field of study, Can you answer a few questions for us? We've actually got 6 questions, and I think these are so important and relevant, not just to parents, but us as adults as we age and grow older. Number 1, why brain health problems have become such a national epidemic?
Well, Deanna, brain health now is the #1 epidemic, the #1 ailment in America. For the first time in history, the brain is now sicker than the heart. The heart would always win the race, start who is the sickest organ. The brain is finally winning. So we got to do something about that. But the good news is the brain, above all other organs in the body, the brain is the organ that is most treatable and the most affected, for better or worse, by good nutrition.
So let's talk about that. I know you have something called the 5S Better Brain Diet, and I've heard you talk about this, and I think it is so brilliant. Can you share a little bit more about this? I'm going to put up all the 5 S's that you have. Actually, it says 6 here. I count how many you've got.
That's okay. Actually, we lump salads and spices
together. There we go. So it's 5, but really 6. So tell us a little bit more about the importance of these S's.
Yes, and as you know, Diana, I'm a science-based physician. Children and adults, we're all too precious. Our brains are too precious just to throw out things that are not founded on science. So everything we talk about is founded on solid science. First of all, why did Dr. Mom, my favorite neuroscientist, say, eat more fruits and veggies? Well, here's why Dr. Mom was right. The brain is full of fat, okay? Fat oxidizes. You ever leave a piece of fresh fish out overnight? It stinks in the morning. The more fatty a tissue is, the more it oxidizes or rusts. Rust is another name. You know, as we get older, we can sort of rust. So if the brain is prone to oxidation or tissue damage, then it makes sense to eat the foods that are highest in antioxidants, anti-rust nutrition. and that is fruits and vegetables. So this is why salads and spices are full of antioxidants. And the brain, the brain uses around 20 to 25% of all the nutrients we eat. So the more antioxidants in fruits and vegetables and salads and spices, the better, the smarter the brain.
Mm-hmm. And can you tell us a little bit more about, I know you're big on smoothies,
Mm-hmm.
and you have a smoothie every single morning, and you have the capsules there as well.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit more why these are also, because you mentioned snacks, right, and seafood.
Right.
Well.
And this is exactly when a patient comes into my office with any type of brain problems at any age. This is the diet I put them on. And first of all, salads and spices, antioxidant, smoothies. Wow, I put 13 fruits and vegetables in my smoothie in the morning, full of antioxidants. Like Mom said, put more color on your plate, put more color in your smoothie. And color is antioxidants, and the brain loves antioxidants. And then snacking. The brain does not like spikes, we call them, sugar spikes. Gorgers spike. Grazers do not spike. And so I have what I call my rule of twos to help my patients remember that. Eat twice as often, eat half as much, and chew twice as long. We are a country of gorgers. You watch somebody eat and they're gorging, gorging, gorging. So what I do in my own family and in our office to get them to go from a gorger to a grazer, I say use chopsticks. Put away the fork and use chopsticks. Smaller bites give smaller spikes. And the brain does not like sugar spikes. Plus, the brain grows a few extra brain cells with the chopsticks. Seafood. My favorite number one food for the brain is wild Alaskan salmon, because salmon contains the best fats for the brain. And then finally, supplements based on science. Science-based supplements. The only supplement I personally take is Juice Plus, full of antioxidants. It's the number one supplement we prescribe in our office because it's full of antioxidants, concentrated fruits and vegetables. Just like Dr. Mom said, for a smarter brain, put more fruits and vegetables on your plate and into your mouth.
And a lot of people ask about your sprinkles, Dr. Bell. You call them sprinkles, which is another kind of an S. What do you do what does that mean?
Well, sprinkles are, I call it shaping young tastes. Parents will often ask me, well, how do I get my baby and child to like more fruits and vegetables? So let me walk you through it. We call these sprinkles. So you just imagine, Deanna, that you're a mom and you bring your 6-month-old baby from 6 to 8 months into my office. And we have the Shaping Young Taste Talk. And that is, you shape your child's taste by feeding your baby only real foods. And the number one problem I hear is my child does not like veggies. So here's what I do. Picture your baby as, say, 7 months of age. And I have the baby sit on mom's lap, and I open a capsule of Juice Plus greens, the veggies. They taste like greens. They look like greens. They have the aroma of greens because they are concentrated greens. And so I have mom wet her finger, and I sprinkles, and the child likes these sprinkles. Here comes sprinkles. So I sprinkle the Juice Plus greens, I call them, on mom's finger. And then mom puts her green covered finger on baby's tongue. The baby kind of licks and gets green stuff all over his face and everything. Kind of looks funny. Now, here's what's going on. So follow me closely on this. This is fascinating. You put the Juice Plus sprinkles, the ground up greens, on baby's tongue. And the end of the tongue is full of taste buds. The whole tongue is actually. And the taste buds say like to the greens. And the taste buds send a text message to the head brain. And the head brain says, ooh, that's good for me. Hey, tongue, the sprinkles on the tongue, those green things, they are good for my brain. Please eat more. And so that's what's called shaping young tastes. That's the head brain, the brain, and the tongue communicate like. And I tried this as an experiment in my office. And the moms who started their babies on the sprinkles around 6 to 7 months, they'd come back in and says, you know what now, Dr. Bill? My child craves veggies. Thank you so much for starting us on the sprinkles at 6 to 7 months.
I love that. I wish I'd had those for my boys when they were little babies. But fortunately, they are good because they did start their Juice Plus at 2, 4, and 8. We didn't take them then. This leads us to the next question, which is such a great question. Can you tell us about the head-brain, gut-brain connection?
Yes. And I think, Deanna, we have a little slide on the fatheads too, don't we?
Yeah, we do. Yeah,
we'll do that next, okay? Now, the head-brain and the gut-brain connection. This is one of the most fascinating new adventures in medicine. And I have several chapters in our new book coming out called Meet Your Microbiome. Now, you'll hear the term microbiome and probiotics everywhere now. Well, basically, the microbiome means the community of bacteria in your gut. You have trillions of bacteria living in your lower gut. Now, in return for free food and a warm place to live, these gut bugs do good things for the body. They make weight control medicines. They make happy medicines. They make protective medicines that prevent leaky gut. They make lots of good vitamins and minerals and healthy fats. They're like your second pharmacy inside. And this is what's fascinating. So let's go back to the sprinkles again. When we put the sprinkles on baby's tongue, the text message from the tongue goes to the brain, like all the Facebook friends in the brain says, I like those veggie sprinkles, but then the head brain texts the gut brain. See, the head brain and the gut brain are connected. That's why the gut is called, appropriately, the second brain. So the head brain texts the gut brain, hey, gut brain, get ready, microbiome, get ready, gut bugs. Down comes your favorite food, which is veggies. And the gut brain says, I like these, they're good for me. So the gut brain then sends a text message back to the head brain, hey, head brain, you crave more veggies because they're good for me down here. So thousands and thousands of times throughout the day, throughout every meal, the head brain and the gut brain are texting one another to say, hey, the gut brain is saying, hey, head brain, don't do dumb things up there. Eat real foods. And then the head brain says, okay, deal. You digest them well, and you have and you treat my host well, and you don't get pains in the gut down there, and I'll prompt the host to eat better foods. And so this whole gut-brain, head-brain connection is one of the newest and most exciting adventures in medicine.
Now, along with that 5S, or almost like there's 6 of them with the spices and the salads, you also have what you call smart foods.
Aha.
How young should parents start feeding their children these smart foods?
Okay, smart foods. First of all, to make it simple, seafood. I have a little sign in my office, salmon at 7 months. That surprises parents. Really? Yes, wild salmon at 7 months. You mush a little bit of up, you place it on the tongue, shaping young tastes. Then fruits, blueberries. Blueberries are appropriately called the brainberry. Greens, go green. And nuts. Oh, nuts are fabulous food. Protein, fiber, healthy fats. Wow. So a good way to remember is go fish, go blue, go green, and go nuts.
And is that when they've got enough teeth to chew then? Is that pretty much then?
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Okay, awesome. And then next, I love this term.
The fat head.
The fat heads. Tell us what that means.
You know, that is kind of a Sears original. I just said that about 10 years ago in my office. It just came out of my mouth one day when a mom was, I couldn't get her to feed her child fish and avocados and you know, eggs and olive oil and you know, healthy fats, because that's when the worst dietary advice ever to hit America was low-fat diets. Now that's all gone. Now we know right fat diet. See, good science and common sense go together. The brain is 60% fat. So we need a right fat diet, not a low fat diet. So here's my fat head talk. So I say to the mom in my office, I say, okay, you're growing a little fat head. So first of all, we're going to start. The number one food we start with, first food is avocados. They are the fattiest fruit on earth. And then we do salmon at 7 months. And then we do the sprinkles, the shaping young tastes, because the fat heads, full of fat, they need antioxidants to keep the fat healthy. So this is my little speech when parents come in around 6 or 7 months. Let's grow your little fat head. They kind of like it.
Yeah, well, and it keeps it simple too. It's a great word picture. So last question is, you mentioned the sitting disease is one of the top causes of brain health problems. What does that mean?
Well, the sitting disease actually is one of the newest terms in the doctor's dictionary. 3 weeks ago, Deanna, I went to the best brain conference I have ever attended, put on by the Institute for Functional Medicine here in Los Angeles. They had the top neuroscientists in the world giving talks. And for example, at the end of all the talks, it was everything you can do for the brain. Now, at the end, the last speaker summarized everything. Dr. John Ratty, professor of neuropsychiatry at Harvard Medical School, and he got up and said some things like, the sitting disease is now the new tobacco. Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
And then he listed from 1 to 6 the top things you can do for the brain. And we're all sitting back and thinking, okay, what's the new medicine? What pills are he going to tell us to take? A big slide comes up. Exercise is the greatest brain medicine. And then another neuroscientist gets up, David Perlmutter, author of Brainmaker. And he gets up and says, exercise is the mother of all brain medicines. And then they go on to explain, here's why. And I'm going to make science very fun and simple for you. The brain is the greatest garden ever grown. That's how I look at it. When you grow a garden, what do? You feed and fertilize it. So if the brain is a garden, how do you feed and fertilize it? When you move, run, dance, swim, any brisk movement, the movement of the body stimulates the brain and the whole body to make what is called brain growth factor. Sort of like miracle, Dr. Perlmutter calls it miracle growth for the brain. So movement, picture, you want to have some fun tomorrow. Say you're out walking fast with a group of friends. And you're walking real fast and you'll say, oh, it feels so good to be growing my brain garden. I'm fertilizing my brain garden. So when you move, the level of brain growth factor, now there's a bunch of factors, I lump them all into that one term, brain growth factor, the level goes up. And that brain growth factor does at least two things. Number one, it grows more brain cells, but it also grows the greatest social network ever made, and that's your brain. It helps each of the 100 billion brain cells make 10,000 connections. So you're not only growing your brain, but you're helping the brain cells connect with one another. Talk about the social network. So next time you feel like taking a nice brisk walk, just take a deep breath and says, I am going out to grow my brain garden.
I love it. Well, you know, Dr. Sears, you always give us so many great tips. And I know the Healthy Living Revolution is really a movement to take healthy back.
Yes.
And you are a big part of that. And we love that you have joined this movement and this revolution. So thank you for sharing. And I'd like to encourage everybody who's watching this to get back to the person who invited you to this webinar so you can learn more about how to be part of our Healthy Living Revolution. And I want to thank all of you for joining us. Have a great day.